Shit. So earlier, right? All right. First off, I'm a petty ass nigga, so y'all know I'm petty and shit, right? So earlier, I'm putting together my bed. What's up, James? Y'all know I don't do no manual labor, because everybody know me, I'm accident prone, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm bound to get hurt, all right? So I'm in the room putting together the bed, but for some reason this bed has these panels. So the bed has these panels on them, and the panels are like, I don't know, they're all together, like, it's like it got like these bungee restraints on them. So I'm trying to untangle them, they're all together. It's like 8 of them, I can't get them apart, and they bungeed on both sides. So I find this fucking box cutter in the front. So I find a box cutter in the front room. I said, oh, I'm gonna cut these suspensions off of here. When I go to cut the suspensions, maybe the first swipe, maybe the second swipe. Oh my fucking God, why did I do that? Like, can I just tell you, like, I cut my finger, and it's a box cutter, so it's like cutting your hand with a samurai sword. That bitch started bleeding. Now, instantly, I sat there like, what the fuck? So I go and get something so I can stop the bleeding. I put some pressure to it, because, you know, when we black, we know to put pressure to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I go put some pressure to it. And then I'm like, man, it doesn't stop bleeding. So I'm like, yo, this shit will not stop bleeding. I'm like, maybe I cut it real deep. I might need stitches. So I said, man, ain't nobody trying to sell no food stamps. You trying to get a nigga booked. Don't nobody sell food stamps no more. It's illegal. Anyway. Yeah, don't nobody sell food stamps no more. You gonna get a nigga in trouble. Alright, but anyway, I go and my hand will not stop bleeding to save my life. I'm sitting up there like, what the fuck? So I called 911. First I called my cousin on the phone. I tell her I'm ready to go to that, I tell her, I call her on the phone because she right down the street. I say, yo, I'm ready to go to the hospital. She said, to the hospital? I said, yeah. I said, because I cut my hand wide open, it won't stop bleeding. It's like by the finger, on my finger, but I'm like, it won't stop bleeding. So she like, Dave, how you gonna get there? I said, man, I'm gonna ride my bike, because y'all know I ride my fucking bike. She was tripping. So she said, you gonna ride your bike all the way there? I thought about it. I said, maybe they might not be taking people for coronavirus. So y'all know what I do. I call 911. So I called the emergency operator. They said, is there an emergency? I said, not really. But I did cut my finger, and it's like kind of like bleeding like profusely. So she was like, is it down to the meat or the bone? I tell the lady, I'm like, ma'am, if it was down to the meat or bone, I don't think I'd be talking to you right now. I think I'd be talking to Jesus. Instantly, my cousin swear I wasn't on the phone with the operator for some reason. She said, you're on the phone with the operator? I said, yes. She like, are you serious? You're really on the phone with the operator? I said, yes, I'm really on the phone with the operator right now. She said, I said, you gotta give them all the information like a therapist. So I said, I wanted to call you guys because I didn't know whether you guys gonna come here and stitch me or whether you guys wanted to take me to the hospital because I know coronavirus going on. You guys gonna meet me outside or you wanna meet me at my house? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shit now is like, you know, it's done by a doctor virtually. So I'm sitting up there and shit. So he said, sir, they're going to be on their way there in a few minutes. They'll tell you what they need to be done. So I hear the sirens. So I tell my cousin, I'm like, yo, you hear that? They coming for me. She like, this motherfucker crazy. So the kids start coming down the street. When the ambulance get there, guess what they say? I said, what y'all want to see it? They said, nah, let's get in there so they won't see it. Talking about the kids. I said, this is what they walk down here for. They're spectating. I said, we in the ghetto. They don't see shit every day. I said, people thrive off of seeing other people hurt. I said, they want to see my boo-boo. So why do I get to the hospital? Hold on. But when I take this ride, because I know I'm paying for it, y'all know what I tell them. Number one, y'all going to turn this fucking siren back on, and y'all going to take me through town like I'm the president. So we gets this ride. Yes. I ain't joking, because if I'm paying, y'all gonna take me how I would be taken. So we takes this non-stop ride to the hospital, sirens on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shit, if they was to get pulled over, my blood pressure could have been low. So we get to the hospital. They so dramatic with it. They want to carry me outside of that thing. outside in the gurney. No, y'all not. Because I think y'all might charge me more if I can't walk on my own, right? Y'all not going to pick me up and carry me outside. What's the name? I can use my own legs. I hurt my finger, not my legs. So I said, instantly, I can walk. They steady trying to carry me, an old-ass white man and a lady. That's how I know they probably get the tip for that shit. So I'm like, y'all ain't carrying me. I'm going to walk. So I walk inside the hospital and shit. They give me masks, go walk in and shit. So I'm sitting in the hospital, right? I'm sitting in there, I'm talking and shit to the people. So when I come in, right, into the emergency area, obviously they done called everybody on the phone. Because when they come in, it's like 10 people at the desk talking about, oh yeah, he got finger lacerations. So I'm like, y'all called and told. So instantly I come in and say, yes, I have a boo-boo. And I put my hand up in the air, right? Like, yeah, okay, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's looking at me fucking crazy. Like, this nigga got a cut on his hand. He came to the hospital. I didn't want to go to the fucking hospital. I went to the hospital because the ambulance people finessed me when I got inside of there. And they were like, yo, maybe you could pack it with Neosporin. Maybe you can't pack it with Neosporin. We don't want you to get infected, so we need to carry you there. Then I want to try to carry me in. It's an old-ass white man and an old-ass white lady. Y'all got to be getting some money if y'all try to carry a young black man that can use his legs, that tell you he can use his legs, inside of the hospital. So I get out under my own care and walk in. So I'm in there. They taking my information and shit. Listen, my niggas. Stop using my fucking name. Number one, I never lived on Seaford Road in Laurel. Okay? Whichever one of you niggas is out here saying that y'all Dave, stop going to the hospital and saying you me. And then one of you niggas is born in 1993. I know what 1993 was like. Stop fucking playing with me, dog. So the little man, he's up there, named Andrew. He's very nice at the hospital. He's like, yeah, sir, got your information mixed up. Seaford Road in Laurel. I said, Laurel, where? I said, somebody thought it was me. So the lady comes in, and they tell me, like, oh, well, we want to make sure that it stops. If it stopped, then we can glue it. So they probably sit me inside a room by myself for like a half an hour. They hoping that I'm Wolverine and I start healing on my fucking own, but they can still charge me. But that doesn't happen, because when they come back, my hand is still bleeding the same way it did 30 minutes ago. So she's in there. She's talking to the young lady and shit, which is like her, I guess she's like, yeah, she's like an intern or a student. She's like a med intern or something like that. She's learning from her and stuff. So she comes in there and she's telling her about what they need to be done for the stitching and how many stitches it might be. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't get no glue, dog. Because I ain't never been through surgery or nothing in my life. I can't get no glue. I got to get stitches. I got to have a war wound. That way I can tell this story like I am right now and y'all watching. But anyway, so I go and I'm like, yo, I got to get stitches. I don't give a fuck. Even if this bitch stop bleeding, Dave, you're going to make it bleed when they come in here, so they have to stitch you. I'm sorry. So they asked me when the last time I had a tetanus shot. I said, ma'am, ain't nobody, they say you had a tetanus shot in the last 5 years. I said, ma'am, ain't nobody bit me in the last 5 years. So, no. Last time I got bit, that little motherfucker cut. It was 2012. I'm going to beat him the fuck up when I see him. I thought about it. Last time a person bit me was a little baby. He was light-skinned. It was like, yeah, it was 2012. Beat him when I see him. But anyway, right? So they're sitting up there, and she's telling the girl about how to stitch me up. And she's like, yeah, well, you use this one, but I don't really like to use this one but they don't have the one, so I'm getting knockoff sewing needle and thread now, because not the one that she really wants to use. Then when she starts to stitch me, right before she starts, oh no, they bring out that shit that's illegal all around the world. It has a sister. Derek for real say he couldn't feel his face. Lidocaine, the baby sister. So they break lidocaine out. I don't know nothing about no lidocaine, dog. But listen, when they put that shit up on my finger, I didn't know whether to chill or sing a Rick James song. Because I'm like, she's all right. I had smoked the weed too. I'm telling you, I was in there. So we sitting there and shit. She's telling the girl about how to stitch and shit. Then she's get to telling her, after the lidocaine goes on, like, oh, if he can feel this, if he feels this right here, it's going to burn like shit. So literally, I cannot feel my fucking finger. Just like Derek Farrell couldn't feel his fucking face on blow. So I'm sitting up there and shit. They get the stitching. She get to telling the girl, well, you supposed to hold it with this, but I can't hold it with that and grip it, so I grip it with this. So she shows her practically a bootleg way how to stitch. But she's such a good teacher, I learned how to stitch. If I knew it was a fucking crochet knot, I wouldn't have went to a fucking hospital and paid them bitches. That's all I got to say about that situation. So I got finessed there. What more y'all want me to say? That's like all of the fucking story. What the fuck? Like shit, what y'all want me going on and on? That was like it. Cause like after I got the shit, oh yeah, I got a boo boo. Yeah, for like 10 days. So I'm on bed rest. So don't ask me to do shit, and I can't catch no moisture in it. Oh yeah, I need somebody to a lady to wash my back, cause I cannot wash my back. I will run my own bath water though. Y'all have a good day. Love each other.